In the previous video, we have seen adding a dim region table and having a region table which consists of region name. Now in this video, we will see how to add this column or any other columns to a particular table, like as a third column which we wanted to add as a region name. So for this, we are going to use a Power BI feature which is a merge query, and this we will see theoretically and practically as well. And after that, we will see different join types as well. There are various join types available in this Power BI, and that we will see theoretically and practically as well. Now let's try to use these merge queries. Before we do this merging of the queries, let's try to understand theoretically what is merge queries. Suppose we have this data which consists of the query one consists of the customer ID, product price, and the second query consists of customer ID, customer name. Now what happens when we merge these queries? Basically, when we merge this query, you can see this columns gets merged. Now how, on what basis this columns gets merged? The unique ID, which is a ID column, which is having this is here, like 3 9 3 are the ID in the first table, and 3 and 9 in the second table. Now what happens, whatever the common IDs are there, for that it gets added. Like if you can say 3, then there is this product name and then price, and then customer name will be taken from here. For customer ID, whatever the customer name it is getting applied to this. And if 9 it is there for it is, so it is taking 9 as this. That means combining the two queries based on the unique ID field. This is a merge feature, and we are going to see how this can be applied in our report. Let's go back. Now we have a region table. We just need this region name there in the dim region table. So let's try to see how to use a merge queries option. There is a home option, there is a merge queries option. There are two options available: merge queries and merge queries as new. Will have merge queries will do, it will take the existing table and add another columns or any other fields in that particular query only. And merge queries as new will create a new table that will be created as a separate query. So this is something which is we can use we are going to use this merge queries option because in existing table we wanted to add a region name field. Let's click on that. Now this is the dim region table, which is we do have country ID and country name column here, and in which table we wanted to join. So there are various tables which are available. Let's try to add it to region table, and this is what we wanted to see. Now you can see there are data available. The only option means before merging, we need to consider that the fields in the second table are unique. That means whatever the values, there should not be a duplicate or there should not be an empty values, because it will cause an error. So that's why means we need this dim region to be connected to the region table, and it should be unique values. And then there is a join kind. You can see there are almost 7 to 8 join you can see here available, but which one to use, and this is all depend upon the data and what type of data it is there. But before we do this, let's try to understand where is join kind which is available here. Theoretically, let's try to understand. When it comes to join kinds, we again have two queries for as an example just to understand. This is the query one will be a left query and query two will be right query. There are three main types of the joins, like outer join, anti joins, and inner joins. In outer joins, there are three types: left outer join, right outer join, and full outer join. And in anti join, we do have left anti join, right anti join, and inner join is just one type. Now, what is outer join? Let's try to understand this outer join. What happens when outer join, when we do outer join, like this two tables when we join with each other. Now when we say left outer join, that means it will take all the columns from the left. So whatever the columns which are available here, it will take all the rows from the left query. That means whatever the rows available, like if you can see this XYZ and this cells, and you can see all these three has been taken, and this cells column values has also has been taken. Now the third column, which is this one, is coming from the second query, and it will be taking the value from the ID which is matching with this. Now you can see X is matching with the X, YY is not matching, so it is YY is not taken. Z is matching, so Z is taken. Basically, the concept is all the values from the left table and the common values from the second table. That is the left outer join. That's why you can see this NA is there just because it doesn't have any matching. So for this row, it doesn't have any matching here. So that's why it is mentioned as NA or maybe blank value. The opposite is the right outer join, where in right outer join, all the values from the second table will be taken and the matching value from the first table. Now you can see XYZ, XYY, Z. So these are the three columns like is taken, like this one and this one is taken as is, and whatever the matching. So in matching values are X and Z are matching. So you can see X and Z are matching with the first table. So that's why it is taking, and for the YY value there is no cell, so that's why it is mentioned as NA. So this is a right outer join. Now when it comes to third type outer join type, which is full outer join, in this you can see all the values from the first table it is taken, and all the values from the second table also it is taken. There is no matching performed between them. So whatever the values coming from the first and whatever the values coming from the second, that is taken from that. Now you can see this is what how it is taken. Wherever you see NA, that means it doesn't have a matching between the two tables, but anyway it will take those fields as well. Now the next join is anti-join. In anti-join as well, there are left anti-join and right out anti-join. Now you can see this is how it is. In left anti-join, when the two queries are joined, XYZ and XY these values. So left anti-join means it will take the values which are not matching. That means whatever values which are not common between them, that will be taken, but it will consider the left. So that means X and Z are matching here, but Y is not matching here because it doesn't have any corresponding value. That's why it will take Y. Now the right antijoin is opposite to that. It will take the values from right query. That means YY is not matching with the first query. That's why it has taken this YY, and NA as a cells. There is no cells, and that's why NA and this region name. So this is something which is right anti-join. Basically, it is an intersection between the tables. Whichever is not matching, that will be taken as a left or right anti-join. And third type is inner join. This is very simple. It just whatever the rows which are matching between them, that will be taken. So we do have this X and Z rows matching with this second query. That's why it is taken as a these two columns. Whatever values which are not matching, it will not take that. So this is the different join types which are available with the Power BI desktop, and this is very much important to understand about these joins, and we need to use this as per our data. Means it's not like that we can use any joins. It is all about the data requirement and how the data is there. Now let's try to see practically again merge queries how to do this. Let's try to select this test codes country region table which is having this country code, and we wanted to add region name here. How to do this? Let's select this table and just use this merge queries options, and now we will select. Now it has thrown an error which says select column of the same type. Means that means this country ID and the ID which both we are trying to merge should be of the same type. Now what's the problem is, like, let's say means I think country ID is we have selected as a number, and but ID is a character data type. Let's go back, and you can see this country dim region is whole number, and let's try to see this is, yeah, this is what it is, a character field. Now you can make it as a whole number, but before that, doing that, let's try to see if there are any blank values in that. Here also we will see means if there are any blank values, this is also fine. Let's try to correct this. We can just make it as whole number. Now this is as we have changed the data type. Now we will see this country ID as well here. It is very much needed to see the data, means this bar we should be able to see that there should not be an error in any of this. That is very important. Now let's try to use the merge queries option here. Now this is the first dim region table, and we are going to select this the second table, and let's try to see this country ID column and this ID column. Now we should able to see this one left outer. It will take some time to load this. When we do this left outer join, we can see that there are 193 rows matching out of 199. We need to see why these 5 rows are not matching. So let's try to see why this is not matching. Let's do this left anti. That means whatever all rows which are coming from left, which should be coming there only. Now after this left anti-join which we have applied here, now you can see 193 rows has been excluded and just 199 rows has been there. Let's try to see. Now let's try to see which are the 6 rows which are not matching. Now you can see there are these 6 rows which are appearing here, which is not matching with the main dim region table. Now we wanted to add this in the dim region so that all the rows can be included. To do this, let's try to add one table here. Here you can just select enter data, and we will rename this as countries to add. Just click on OK for now, and we will see which of the columns which we wanted to add it in here. We'll just try to take this column which is, just copy this data. We'll just go here on countries to add and just click on here, and we'll just paste that columns. Now we can see these 2 columns we have added. Let's rename this as ID, then country. We need 2 columns, which is region name and region code. So this is Europe one, and rest of them seems to be Oceania. So I am just putting it as Oceania. And in region code as well, I am just putting as U. We are done. Let's click on OK. Now we can see this is something which is basically we don't need this country name column. So just try to delete this. Click on OK. Now we have added this table, means with these 3 fields like region name and region code. Now we wanted to append this with the test codes country region. Now just to before we append this code, we need to see whether the data type is correct or not. I think before we do this, there is some errors which we need to fix on this. Like there are 4 empty rows, so just click on this remove empty, and now the bar looks green. Before we append this table, and with this table, like means all the 6 rows we need to add it in this table. Let's try to understand that the data type of the columns and the column names should be same, means it should not be a different, otherwise it will not append successfully. Now let's try to see this ID column is number format, and this ID column is character format. So let's make it as a number format, and we do have region name and region code. So rename this as region code and region name, so that all the data IDs and columns are same with their data types as well. Just try to append queries now. Just click on this append queries. Select the table which is we need to add it and click on OK. Now we wanted to see, let's see means if there is anything which is there, like let's say 1835 is added or not. Let's try to see means in this whether yeah, you can see this is added. So that means our append of the tables has been successful. Now let's go back to the dim region table, and we should see means if, while it refreshes, we should be able to see that all the rows are matching correctly. Yeah, now you can see there are 6 rows which were not matching, is not happening in our dim region table. So this is what we want actually. Let's go back to this merge query, and we can see this now again, and we will try to do instead of left outer join, we will try to do this, and this will again take some time. This is just time consuming to estimate the matches and to display it. Let's wait for it. All right, our merge was successful, and you can see all the 199 rows are matching now, and just click on OK. Now we should be able to see all these things which are correctly matching with the two tables. So this is what the merging is happening, and this will take some time. We need to wait for that. Now we can see this, our data is there, and we'll just select region name here which we wanted to have it. Now we can see that all the data looks good, and we should be seeing the region names, respective region names. It's always better to check our data, because we are there may be possible that there will be some duplicates or some errors in that, so that while doing this, we need to make sure that everything goes correct. So for that, we need to see means if there are any duplicates. There are two rows which is available here. Armenia is showing for region Asia and Europe as well. So this is something which is we need to see means why it is like this. We'll just go back to this test code company, and let's try to see the 51 code number country. You can see this is what it is having this duplicate of region code for this particular ID. So what we need to correct this. To correct this, there are two approaches. Either in real time scenario, it is not possible that the data will be correct, but sometimes means in this type of data, we should be able to remove the duplicates as required. So for that, just try to remove duplicates, because I think there will be few duplicates. Let's try to see means how many duplicates are there. Keep duplicates. If you just show it, then it will show the list of these duplicates. However, we just don't want to keep the duplicate, and we can remove this duplicate. This is not ideal approach, but yeah, means in this our project we can do this. And but when it comes to real time projects, maybe you need to see uh, why this data is duplicate, and then maybe corrected at that place. If you do this, I think this will correct. And now we will go back to this dim region, and it will refresh again, and it will show us the data if it is coming any duplicates. Now you can see this, there is no duplicates for 51. You can see there is no duplicate, just one rows, and you can see this is now correct, looks correct. Now there is still one thing which we need to correct is country ID. Means everything we are done, but I think means let's try to correct this column name, because we have country ID. Just try to see it as a country ID. Just try to make it as a country ID. Now we have done this country ID. Then let's go back to this dim region table. Now when we come to the dim region table, you can see that this is an error which is showing like a column ID of the table was not found. Since earlier while when we merged the two tables, it was having the ID column like country ID and ID column we were merging, but now we have renamed it, so it is doing that. So if you refresh that as well, it will not work. So just go back to this merge query option, and just select this option again and country ID, and then we will select left outer join, and again last time we will wait for this. All right, our merge is successful, and just click on OK, and the data error what it was showing here, it should be gone now. Now you can see the data is there, and you just don't want to do anything. Just click on this so that it will come correctly. Now the last thing which is there, we can see that in as you remember, there is a Oceania. You can see Oceania is appearing as a country, whereas it is just a region. So we just need to remove this. So to remove this, let's go back to the source table only, where we will remove it from the country column, so that it will be because this is a reference table for this dim region. So we will just try to remove this Oceania from this. The data is loaded. Now let's see Oceania, where we see the Oceania. Just exclude this and just click on OK. Now this will take some time to refresh the data again, and it will reflect in our dim region table. So we will see that just in just few seconds. Now I have refreshed the dim region table as well, and combined population data table as well, and you can see that means this data should be look good now. Will not have any Oceania related country as well. That's all I wanted to show in this video. I hope you have understood all these things regarding the join types, then merge, append, and how we perform these various options practically. If you have any questions or comments, then please put it in the comment section. If you like my video, then please like it and share it with others as well. Thank you for watching.